As a full-time nomadic travel blogger, I have something called the octopus approach, in the sense that I try to monetize in many different ways for one single article. For example, recently I was invited on a press trip to Indonesia for about 2 weeks, and they told us to write 4 articles, and they gave us some payment, of course. So what I do right now for the articles is insert affiliate links to hotels. So whenever people book an hotel through that specific Indonesia destination article, I get a commission. What I also do is investigate tour companies, diving companies, hotels that want to be included in the article. So I contact them and tell them, I'm going to be writing this article. I don't need a free stay or anything like that because I'm already been there. What I can do is recommend you to my audience, and this is the fee that I'm asking you to do. And sometimes they say yes, sometimes try to negotiate down, sometimes they say no, but you can contact as many as you want. And after you publish the article, you can always resell the photos to many other companies as long as you don't sign an exclusive agreement. So one single article can bring to you at least 3 or 4 figures in terms of income in the long and short term. So it all depends about what your specific blog is about. Facebook is an amazing advertising platform if you want to publish an article and make people be aware of an article with very targeted marketing. And it's not that expensive in the sense that for $10, $20 you can reach your audience and it can get many engagement and article viewers. So if your purpose is to drive short-term traffic, like maybe not be well ranked on Google organic traffic at this moment, but just to drive a lot of traffic to one single article, I would say Facebook is the best tool that exists right now. And it's a good idea to invest money on Facebook to drive traffic to specific things that are going to make you money as an enterprise. For example, on many of our websites, we have affiliate marketing links to hotels, to tour companies, to rail companies. So what I do is each month I push these articles so they get more traffic, and the conversion is good because I target, for example, people who are traveling right now in Europe and they want to buy a Euro pass. I publish an article about the pros and cons of a Euro pass, and at least some people are going to buy it, so the investment is going to be good for you. It's going to be a good return on investment. So if you have a specific objective and you have the money to spend, Facebook ads is awesome. But if you want to just get organic reach, now you better invest the time elsewhere because Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter, you only need to invest time. Facebook, you really need to invest money. To ask yourself, why do you want to have a follower on Instagram? Why do you want to have a big community on Instagram? And depending on what area you specify in, the strategy is going to be different, the target audience is going to be different, and the community is obviously going to be completely different. So first you need to understand, like, do you sell a product or a service? Do you sell a destination? Are you an hotel? Are you a restaurant? Are you a traveler who wants to have more people following them? And once you figure that out, you have to understand what your community is posting on Instagram. Are they posting photos of their travels? Are they posting the photos of their daily life? And what are they looking for in Instagram? Who do they follow? Do they want to be inspired? Do they want to learn places, tips to be? Do they want to know about a restaurant and a destination? And look for specific hashtags that people use. And for example, if you're a restaurant in Singapore, you might as well search for the hashtag Visit Singapore, Your Singapore, Singapore Airlines, to see people who are already here in Singapore and they're looking for places to eat. So you just search for the hashtag or the geolocation and just make a very engaging comment on their photo. So like, hi, I see you're in Singapore. We have this amazing restaurant that serves this specialty food. Why do you come to try it out? Sometimes you can give them a discount code. Like if you see this on Instagram, present this photo and you get a 10%, 15% discount. So it all depends on the specific area you are, the strategy for Instagram, because as they mentioned on Twitter and Pinterest, Instagram is also a search engine. You can search for places you want to be after, you can search for destinations, you can search for everything on Instagram. And after that, after you decide what your destination, what your target is, you just have to build a community that is engaged with you. Engagement is the most important part of Instagram, and it's not only about good photos. They have to have a good story behind them. You should not just put a photo of the super trees and say like, wow, these are the super trees, these are really cool. You have to put something more deep, like I went to the top of the super trees, I feel like it was in futuristic jungle, in an alien planet, look at the lights, look at the light show, look at this, and people are gonna be more engaged than if you put what it is. It's important to differentiate between someone who is actually trolling your community or if someone has a real valid complaint. If somebody didn't like the restaurant, why he didn't like the restaurant, but if somebody just saying like, this is the worst restaurant in the world, this sucks, I will never come here again. Yeah, but why? So you have to differentiate that. And for me it's very important to always reply with, not really kindness, but at least be polite when you reply. There are many managers who you see in TripAdvisor, they have bad reviews on the hotels, and they go so defensive against it. They're like, oh, you were the bad guest, you were the worst, I hope you guy never comes back here. It's like, whoa, stop. Like, even if that's actually true, you should never put it in the internet for everyone to see. You have to be a little bit more moderate in how you reply to hate. And that's for me the key issue. Sometimes you just have to say, all right, we're taking into consideration, we evaluate the situation. Not even admit blame, because sometimes you don't have any blame. Sometimes they just wanna hate on your business. Sometimes there's people hired by other businesses that are your competition, and they want to bring you down. This is very common in this town I visit called Hoi An in Vietnam. There's like way too many tailors, and they all engage in shady marketing practices against each other. They hire black hat companies that put very, very nasty comments on the other tailors' TripAdvisor pages. So you have to be aware of these kind of situations and realize that if you answer very rudely, people are like, maybe the customer is right. But if you answer like with politeness, they're like, all right, the customer is obviously just trolling you. So for me, that's very important. And of course, maybe this was not the question, but when you make a mistake as a community, when you make something like that is might seen as insensitive or negative, don't delete it, because people are gonna take screenshots. People are gonna be aware of what happened. It's better just to own it. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not gonna mention any names. There was this travel blogger, friend of mine. She's a very cool person. She posted a very kind of insensitive sounding comment about Asian tourists, about tour groups, about all of that. And maybe her intention was not to be mean against Asian group tours, but people saw it as very, very racist, and she got so much hate about it. And the most important thing that people were saying is that why she doesn't just own it and apologize, instead of just deleting it. And that's important. When you make a mistake, admit it and move forwards, instead of just waiting for people to come back at you because of that.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. That's huge. And it's something that brands and PR people are like trained to the death.